How's it going, everyone? Zoltaev here, aka John. I want to go ahead and do a big, massive video right now talking about a project called Polkafantasy. I think is going to be the next metaverse project. But before I go ahead and get started on that, I do want to go ahead and say I am not a financial advisor. Anything I do say or talk about in this video is solely for entertainment purposes only, all right? So let's go ahead and get started. So Polka Fantasy, I've actually spoke about this project in the past, a few weeks ago. Just been doing some updates here and there. Not really much to really talk about on that project, but this project has so much massive news going on right now, and it has such a massive potential moving forward. And not only will you guys be able to get it at a really good price, it has taken a dump, but the reason why I'm mentioning this project because now you can go ahead and get it for a fraction of what I paid for. Unfortunately, I did buy in at the higher end. I bought in around the dollar area, but it did drop a lot, about more than 50 to 60%. But the reason why I'm still very confident in this project, I'm going to go ahead and go over those news with you. I'm going to go ahead and do some quick TA about it. But Poker Fantasy is going to be one of the first Japanese NFT metaverse games inspired. Like the CEO Alex is amazing. He's very active on Telegram. He just did an AMA recently back in December, and there's a lot of big massive news going on this year for Poker Fantasy, which is the reason why I'm doing this video. But let's go ahead and do some quick TA before I do go ahead and get started with why I really like this project. All right, guys. So I bought it at around the $1 to $2 area. So as you guys could tell, I'm down a lot. Yeah, I'm still over here talking about the project, right? I'm really super bullish about this project. If you guys are looking to go ahead and jump in for a good buying opportunity, the buying opportunity is now. But like I said, I am not a financial advisor, so just go ahead and keep that in mind. But if you guys are looking for a good entry point, just to go ahead and get a confirmation that we are going to be running back up, you will want to go ahead and jump in around 50.57 to 60 cents. We're going to go ahead and hop over to the 4 hourly chart real quick. Like I said, I'm just gonna go ahead and run through the TA really quick. There's not really much going on. The market's red. I am gonna touch a little bit base on BTC, but every market's red right now at the moment. But this is where you guys should go ahead and be buying. When everybody's fearful, that's when you guys should be buying, all right? So not much going on in the 4 hourly, just consolidations. Go ahead and switch over to the 3 day chart. So not much activity either. It does look like a doji. Probably gonna be a reversal very soon. And let's go ahead and look at the weekly. Same thing with the weekly, but we have found a good strong support around the 0.50 area, which is around 50 cents. So we're doing pretty well so far. But let's go ahead and hop over to the news and the reason why I'm very bullish on this project. And I think you guys should go ahead and jump in if you guys want, right? So let's go ahead and talk about what's going on with the news. So they are coming out with these new characters right here. Make sure to follow the correct Twitter at, which is Polka Fantasy. And I have some notes that I took down when I went ahead and I listened to the AMA with Alex talk about Polka Fantasy, and I did write it down on my notes. So I'll go ahead and pull out my phone right now so I could go over the notes. What it's very interesting for me with what he has to say about this project and why I'm super bullish about it. So one of the things that I'm really bullish about is that they are previously in ETH, but they realized the problem with gas fees are ridiculous. So it's a lot harder for people to go ahead and jump into this project, right? So they want to go ahead and have everybody have the capacity to jumping in, whether you're an investor with a lot of money or an investor with little money, right? So they are integrating the BSC bridge, which as well they're doing with Polka. So they're going to be implementing Polka and BSC into their token swap integration, which is going to be coming in January 20th. So right now is the 11th, 1/11, very lucky day, right? So that is coming very soon. So that's very exciting news. I think that's going to definitely get a little pump going on. Let's see what else I wanted to go ahead and talk about. I definitely did wanted to go ahead and mention, not only do they have really solid artists, and I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit about that, but they also came out with the game UI, which was back in December. But December was one of those hectic months, and I wanted to go ahead and do a video that was going to be a little bit longer for me to go ahead and do and just provide more information because Poker Fantasy is a real project that just takes time, you know. Just be very careful with right now with everything in the metaverse. You know, everybody's talking about the metaverse and this and play to earn. There's gonna be very few games and real projects that are out there that are actually legit. Keep in mind, you could go ahead and easily hire someone from Fiverr, make you a nice little intro, and you could go ahead and call it a play to earn game that's coming out. Just keep in mind that a good game takes time, and especially someone with a really good team behind it. So, right now, I'm pulling out my phone, so don't think I'm disrespecting you guys, but I do have my notes right here on my phone. So I'm going to go ahead and go over what really stood out to me on that AMA. So what inspired, and this is what I like about Alex. This guy, he's the CEO, by the way. He mentioned why he even started Poker Fantasy and how he got the name, which I'm going to go ahead and go into details on that. So one of his biggest inspirations was that there was a huge Japanese culture right now, you know, and anime or whatnot, but there was just really nothing in the crypto space talking about it, you know? So that's what really inspired him to go ahead and come out with Poker Fantasy. And the way he came out with the name Poker Fantasy is that he really likes Polka Dot a lot and he likes the game Final Fantasy as well. So he put both of them and called them Poker Fantasy, right? Very unique. This guy's a gamer. That's what I like. He's a gamer. He's been in this space for years. He's been in crypto for a while as well. So he understands, and you know, he spoke really well about the project. I mean, just like any CEO would, right? But he really talked about passion. And that's what stood out to me. You know, he was very passionate about what he was doing, and he said he was very excited and exciting working on the project that he has working on. So there is one thing that I have heard as well, that in January this month there should be a demo that should be coming out very soon. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a video on that as soon as I get more info. Um, as well, Alex did mention, the CEO, that by April the game will be able to play, so you guys will be able to play. And this is a UI interface, so just go ahead and, you know, graphics look very sick as well. The land distribution is this month, so for those that purchase, you know, NFT land, which, like I said, in the metaverse is going to be super massive with what the land has to include. So, you know, very good investment right there, not financial advice. And he also said, I know I'm running through these very quick, but I don't want to make this video too long. And he also did say that there is some big, massive news coming out this month that are bigger than Binance. We all know that, you know, listing in Binance is one of the biggest, you know, one of the biggest achievements ever. And once you get listed in Binance, every project moons. So he said these news are a lot bigger than Binance news. So that is very exciting, right? So he really does focus a lot on token utility, which is very great, and I'm going to go ahead and talk about those utilities right now. So, so on the token utilities, which is XP for, you know, experience points, which he got from, he was inspired by RPG games. Which, like I said, this guy's like a gamer, so he understands the community and he has a passion for it. And I'm a gamer myself, so I completely understand, you know, a lot of these terms and what he's talking about. And as well with the XP token, what you'll be able to go ahead and do is the utilities behind it. You'll be able to buy packs, like character packs, I believe. You'll be able to stake it. You'll be able to upgrade NFTs with the XP token, governance. You'll be able to trade. You'll get trade discounts, platform token, and VIP rewards as well. And one of the other things, like I said, he loves games. He worked in the game industry for a while, and his strategic advisor, which is, I'll go ahead and pull that out right now. He's a very pretty big person that worked on Final Fantasy. He talks to them on the daily, so they're communicating, which means that they're really strategizing to go ahead and make this game very successful. This guy right here. So if you guys were to go ahead and do some quick research on these people, the team is super solid, very good, very people. Let me reword my words. There's a lot of people that Alex is working with that have been in this anime space or have created or been in the gaming or comic book section to go ahead and make this game happen. So the team behind it is super solid, and like I said, their inspiration was Japanese animation, comic books, um, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I just pretty much condensed it into as fast as I could under 10 minutes. That's even, pretty fast. But I will definitely go ahead and provide the link below to the AMA. And if you guys do want to go ahead and check out the AMA, is actually right here. Let's see. They have some really fire art too as well. It's right here on their Twitter. If I can't find it, I'll definitely go ahead and provide a link. It's not that one either. It's this one right here. So I'll go ahead and retweet it. So it's this one right here. I'll go ahead and provide a link down in the description. And make sure to not go ahead and you guys are following the right person on our socials as well as Lux and myself. This is my personal page, Zol Taib, on Twitter. I don't have an Instagram, so don't be fooled by that. And as well, I've noticed there's someone else who made a Twitter account for me as well. Luckily, they haven't really done any action to it. I did see it was this one, so it's the same thing as what my profile is currently right now, but with one F. So this one right here. So yeah, so I don't know what's up with people taking my stuff, but anyways, just a heads up, just stay alert with that. Now, besides that, I am super bullish about the project. I will go ahead and leave details on it, and I will be talking about this project a little bit more later down the line, since this year alone and this month is going to be a very powerful month for crypto overall. So let's go ahead and touch bases a little bit on BTC just to let you guys know what's going on, and then just go ahead and end the day at that. So we're going to go ahead and hop over to the 1 hourly chart right now, see how that's behaving so far. A lot of people are getting very excited. We got some people that got liquidated down here. Support should be the new support should be around 42,000, but I wouldn't be any. I really won't be excited with Bitcoin until we're able to hold above 42,000. But this does look like a bullish flag, so it's looking pretty good so far. But we need confirmation for that. Bitcoin tends to always go ahead and pump and then have these massively dumps because people continue to go ahead and go long in the times that we really shouldn't, because a lot of people are getting very greedy. But I really do see an upside to this coming very soon. On the one daily, it's looking decent. It's looking all well. It did kind of break above it. It is holding above that resistance that it was. But like I said, I'm not going to be bullish until we could go ahead and break above 42,000. I really need to see Bitcoin above, I would say 45 to 47,000 to really be back bullish. And I'm a bull, but we got to be realistic sometimes. Like I'm just not gonna go ahead and get excited over this. The weekly is looking very good. So far everything's coming out like it's gonna planned out. Like I said, don't be surprised. I told you guys massive things that happened were due to the new variants that came out that caused a lot of fear in the markets. And just be aware that today is Tuesday, tomorrow Wednesday, and when you guys are going to be watching this video, there's no coincidence. Fidelity just listed Bitcoin and today, and as well, the Federal Reserve meeting is tomorrow. The stock market ended up on the high today, and Bitcoin is looking very good. We are expected to go ahead and see higher inflation. So, I mean, not a surprise. Like I said, in this market, to go ahead and bet against inflation, the best way to go ahead and do it is being invested in assets that appreciate, whether that's on the stock market or crypto. I'm invested in both. Stock market a little bit more of a long term, but both markets there could be money to be made. Just keep in mind with inflation, always invest in either the stock market, crypto, or in metals. That is a very good way. Personally, myself, I don't have much invested in metals, but that is definitely one of my big goals this year to go ahead and be on metals. But Definitely go ahead and take advantage with this whole entire thing with the metaverse going, the videos going into almost 15 minutes. So let's just go ahead and end it there. I just want to go ahead and say that I appreciate all of you guys. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go ahead and stay active. Go ahead and follow my Twitter. Join the Discord down below as well. Go ahead and stay communicative with us, and go ahead and make sure you guys drop your guys' next project that you guys want us to go ahead and do a research on. All right. Till later, guys. You guys have a good one, and I'll go ahead and keep you guys updated. Be seeing you guys on Friday. Take care.
What is that? It's red and gooey, and it, Did it just move? No! Get away from me! Ah!